You wake up before the alarm. The sky outside is still a dull gray, but your heart is already racing. Today's the interview. You move quietly around the small one-bedroom apartment, careful not to wake Jia, your 6-year-old daughter, still fast asleep under her favorite polka dot blanket. You iron your blouse again, even though you did it last night. Apply the lightest touch of makeup. Jia, you whisper, "Baby, time to get up." She stares, blinking her sleepy eyes. "Today's the big job day, right?" You smile and nod. "That's right." You dress her quickly in her favorite yellow dress and little pink sneakers. She insists on braiding her hair by herself. One braid ends up higher than the other, but you didn't fix it. It's perfect. You both eat a quick breakfast, toast and jam, just enough to calm your nerves. Then you grab your bag, the one holding your resume portfolio and the notebook you taped inside that reads, "This is the beginning." As you open the door, a sudden wave of dizziness hits you, your vision blurs, your knees buckle. You barely have time to close the doorknob before your world turns black. You collapse. "Yoma!" Jia screams. You hear her voice faintly, but you can't move. Your limbs are heavy. The heat inside your body feels unbearable. Jia scrambles to your side, voice shaking but strong. "Yoma, I'm calling 119. Don't worry. I remember what you taught me." You had always told her, if something happens, call for help. Say your full name, say where we live, and she does exactly that. Minutes later, the ambulance arrives. You feel yourself being lifted, someone asking your name, your eyes fluttering open and closed, the sound of sirens and the falling light waves in the distance. Now you are lying on a hospital bed, an IV drip attached to your hand. The air smells like antiseptic. A cool sweat coats your skin. You try to sit up, but you are too weak to sit. Jia sits beside you on the hospital chair, legs tucked beneath her, her teeny hand holding yours. Her face is brave, but you can see the worry in her eyes. She's only 6, but today she had to grow up. Your phone buzzes. You struggle to lift it to your ear. "Hello? Hi, this is Miss Wan." A clipped professional voice asks. "This is Mira from John Global Hiring Team. Are you on your way?" You blink through the fog in your head. "I'm really sorry, I had an emergency. I collapsed. I'm in the hospital. Is there any chance we could reschedule?" "Unfortunately, we don't postpone interviews. If you can't be here by 10, we'll have to close your application." You glance at the clock on the wall. It's already 9:32. You try to plead. "Please, this job means everything to me. I have been preparing." "I'm sorry," she cuts in. "We have strict timelines. Thank you for your interest." Click. The call rings. You drop the phone onto the bed, tears stinging your eyes, not just from the rejection but from the helplessness. Your chest tightens. This was your one shot. Your head falls back against the pillow and you whisper mostly to yourself, "I just wanted to give her a better life." Jia is watching. She doesn't say anything for a moment, then her voice is soft. "Yoma, is this the bag? The one with the important things for your job?" You nod briefly. "Yes, baby." Your eyes close again. You don't feel her unzip the bag, don't see her carefully lift the resume folder. You are too exhausted, too dizzy to notice anything else. But Jia remembers everything. The name of the company, John Global Industries, the tall glass building, downtown with the spinning doors, the way you described the route, bus 23 stop near the bakery, then turn left. She remembers the stories, so she gets up, quietly puts on her raincoat, grabs your bag, and leaves the hospital room, her shoes making soft squeaks on the hallway floor. 30 minutes later, Jia walks into the towering John Global lobby. The glass reflects her teeny frame, but she walks with purpose, clutching the oversized folder to her chest. She reaches the front desk. The receptionist blinks in surprise. Sweetheart, are you lost? Dia shakes her head. I came for my mommy's interview. The woman leans forward. What? My mom is sick. She couldn't come, but I brought her things. She's smart and kind and really needs this job. The receptionist stares, and slowly around the room people begin to notice the little girl in the yellow dress standing there. You're still unconscious when Gia reaches the glass building. The woman blinks. You're here for the interview. Gia nods. Yes, for my mom. There is a pause when a quiet chuckle of disbelief. Well, alright, wait right here, okay? Gia climbs up onto the waiting chair, feet dangling, head held high. She waits and waits, then the elevator door opens. Jungkook steps into the lobby, one hand holding his phone to his ear, the other casually adjusting his watch. His crisp black suit fits perfectly. His face is calm, unreadable and focused. Until he sees her, the little girl in the yellow dress sitting on the chair, legs swinging, clutching a chain folder in her arms. His conversation trails off. He lowers his phone, blinks once, then turns to the receptionist with a questioning glance. She stands quickly. Sir, this is Gia. She came for the interview for her mother. Said her mom was too sick to come, but she brought her resume instead. Jungkook's brow knits slightly. He looks back at the girl. Your name is Gia? She nods. Yes, sir. And you came here all by yourself? Yes, my mommy fainted today. She's in the hospital, but she told me this interview is really important. So I remembered everything she said and came here. He crouches down in front of her now at eye level, something in his chest tightening. Why does your mom want to work here? Because she wants to use her brain again, Gia says without hesitation. She always works so hard, but she says this job will give her time to smile and money to buy ice cream every weekend. Jungkook is speechless for a moment. Then behind him his secretary Mina walks in, her heels clicking sharply against the floor. Sir, this is unnecessary, she says with a fake smile. Let me send this beggar girl away before anyone sees. She reaches towards Gia's arm, and Jungkook's voice booms through the lobby. Stop. Mina freezes. Jungkook stands up, cold fury flashing in his eyes. Don't you ever touch her. She came here with courage most adults don't have, so some respect. Mina's face flails. I'm sorry, sir. She's not trash. She's someone's daughter, and her mother has more professionalism in one line of this resume than some of you have in your entire attitude. He turns back to Gia, his expression softening. Tell your mommy I have reviewed her resume and it's impressive. Once she's well, we want her here. Really? You mean she got the job? Gia's eyes widen. Jungkook smiles faintly, yes, but only if you give her the message. Gia leaps from the chair, wraps her arms around his waist and plants a big kiss on his cheek before, Thank you, Mr. Boss. He freezes completely still as her tiny arms squeeze him. There is something about her face, the way her nose crinkles when she smiles, it's familiar, unsettlingly so. For a moment his heart thuds harder in his chest. He clears his throat quickly and signals to his driver. Make sure she gets wherever she needs safely. Stop wherever she asks. Gia waves at him. She walks away. And then she is gone. Mina stands there, her voice tight. Sir, with all due respect, this isn't a charity. We have standards. You can't just have anyone like that. Jungkook turns slowly, his voice like ice. Is this your company? No, sir. Are you the CEO? No, sir. You are. Then stay in your limits, he says quietly. I'll make the decisions, not you. She swallows. And yes, sir. He turns on his heel and walks back to his office. Something unfamiliar, something wrong. Back in the hospital, you stare awake slowly. The fever has broken, the IV drip is half empty, and beside your bed is Jia. She's sitting on the chair with a huge smile on her face and a bouquet of fresh red roses in her lap. Yoma, she says softly, reaching for your hand. Jia, you whisper, still groggy. What happened? She lifts the envelope beside the flowers. There was a man, his name is Jungkook, the CEO. He said you're amazing and gave you this. You blink, reaching for it with trembling fingers. Inside is a letter, simple, elegant, on company letterhead. Dear Miss Wyatt, we are pleased to offer you a position at John Global Industries. Please report to the main office once you're feeling better. We look forward to seeing what you can do. CEO John Jungkook. Your hand flies to your mouth, tears flood your eyes. You look at your daughter, your hero, Chia. What did you do? She beams. I showed him your heart, Yoma. You hold her close, tears falling freely. 2 days later, you step into the very same building, this time with steady legs, a healed body, and a heart full of gratitude. You're dressed simply, clean blouse, pressed pants, resume tucked under your arm again. You walk through the hallway. And when you reach the door with the name CEO John Jungkook, you raise your hand. You knock on the glass door of the CEO's office with a steady hand. But come in, his deep voice calls from inside. You step in, one foot onto the plush grey carpet, then the other. Good morning, sir. You say professional, respectful, composed. He looks up from his tablet and freezes. For a long second he doesn't speak, his eyes widen and soften. A strange stillness hangs in the air. Wine, he says, almost like he doesn't believe it. You blink. Yes, that's me. Behind you, his secretary Meena appears in the doorway, holding her tablet. Her eyes dart between the two of you, sir. Do you know her? Jungkook seems to come back to the present with a subtle shake of his head. Meena, please give us the room, he says curtly. She hesitates, but the files outside, he repeats, his tone sharper now. She throws you a look, thinly veiled. You're left alone with him in the quiet office, sunlight filtering through the floor to ceiling windows, casting long shadows across the floor. He gestures to the chair across from his desk. Please sit, you do. I didn't expect to see you here, he says, voice low now. Not like this. I'm sorry, have we met before? You ask cautiously. He nods, then smiles barely, a smile more rooted in memory than the moment. I was in your high school, Busam, 3 months during my second year. You used to sit in the second row, closest to the window. You stare, searching his face, then something clicks. The transfer student who used to draw in the back of his notebook. You murmur. He laughs under his breath. You remember? You smile faintly. You were quiet. You hardly talked. I was dealing with a lot, he says, but you stood out. There's a pause. You were brilliant, kind, and beautiful. Your cheeks flush, slightly surprised by the unexpected warmth in his voice. But then he straightens, his formal mask returning. I'm sorry, that was unprofessional. You lower your gaze. It's okay. Anyway, he clears his throat, standing up and grabbing a folder. Your onboarding is complete. I have assigned you under Mr. Choi in the marketing team. He is one of our best. You nod, rising from your seat. Thank you again for the opportunity, sir. He watches you as you walk towards the door. Right before you open it, you glance back. And you see it. The softest smile, the first one you have seen from him, like he's been waiting years to show it to you. The next few weeks move like pages turning in a book you don't want to put down. You settle into your role with quiet determination, learning fast, listening more, delivering it consistently. You don't expect special treatment, and Jungkook never gives it, at least not in ways others notice, but you catch it. How he lingers during a presentation, how he listens more attentively when it's your voice in the room, how he steps a little closer during team briefs like he wants to stay just a few seconds longer near your energy. There are quiet gestures, a coffee on your desk before the morning rush, a short email with a simple line, excellent insight on the Choi report, keep going. You don't know how to interpret it at first until one evening. You stay late finalizing a product pitch desk. The lights are dimmed on the main floor, most of the team is gone. You are pacing in front of the screen, rehearsing, and behind the glass, you see him watching. When you finish, you step outside. You stayed late. You say, meeting his eyes, so did you. He replies softly. You glance down. I had to get this right. He tilts his head. You always do. There is silence, then he asks, can I ask you something personal? You nodded cautiously. He speaks slowly. You mentioned her father isn't in the picture. Your shoulders stiffen slightly. He's not, you say after a moment. He made sure we always felt small, controlled, like we owed him everything. When he started yelling at Chia, I knew I had to go. I didn't wait for the final blow. Jungkook's jaw tightens, his voice lowers. You didn't deserve that, neither of you. You breathe deeply. I left with nothing, just her, and the hope that I could start again. His gaze doesn't leave yours, and you did, he says. You started again, you built a life for her, and now you are rebuilding one for yourself. You are stunned at how much that means coming from you, then almost like the words have a mind of their own, he says. You know, I had a crush on you back in high school. You blink, what? He smiles again wider this time. You were the only person who made me feel seen. I left for the US 2 months after you helped me with my math notebook, but I thought about you for years. You are speechless. I built this company, but I never really connected with anyone. Not like I do when I'm around you, not like I do with you. Your breath catches. You mean I want to be more than your employer one. He steps closer now, every step deliberate, full of quiet certainty. I want to be a partner, your father. I want to build a life that doesn't feel like survival, but something warmer, something steady, real. Tears with your eyes. I have watched you grow here, not just as a strategist, but as a mother, a fighter, the kind of woman people look at and say she never gave up. He takes your hand. Let me be the one who stays, who picks up gear from school, who hurries you when the world feels heavy. Let me be the man who deserves you. Your voice trembles. Are you sure? I have never been more sure. You smile tearfully and gratefully. And for the first time in years, your heart feels light. You finally say it, the thing you have held in for too long. Yes. He pulls you gently into his arms, and when he hugs you, it doesn't feel like the end of a story. It feels like the beginning of home. Thank you for watching.